The film opens in a world gripped by a catastrophic viral pandemic known as the World Ender virus. This virus is highly contagious, primarily spread through breath, and has wiped out most of the global population. The atmosphere is tense, filled with fear and desperation, as survivors cling to any hope of safety. We meet the main group, two brothers, Brian and Danny Green, along with Brian's girlfriend Bobby and Danny's friend Kate. They are on a mission to reach Turtle Beach, Texas, a secluded beach and motel where the brothers spent their childhood vacations. They believe this place might be a sanctuary, a safe haven to ride out the pandemic. Brian, the eldest brother, is the de facto leader. He's pragmatic and cautious, having developed a strict set of survival rules to avoid infection. These rules govern everything from hygiene to social interaction. Avoid infected zones. Disinfect everything. Never come in contact with the sick. And above all, trust only the people inside the car. These rules aren't just suggestions, they're commandments, and the group follows them religiously, knowing even a single touch can mean death. The journey starts with hope, but quickly turns grim. The group drives through deserted highways and barren landscapes, constantly on alert for infected individuals and other survivors who might pose a threat. Early on, the group encounters Frank Holloway and his young daughter Jody. Frank's vehicle has run out of fuel, and Jody is visibly sick, infected with the virus. Brian immediately distrusts Frank, unwilling to risk their safety by helping infected strangers. Despite Brian's reservations, fate intervenes when their own car breaks down further along the road. With no other choice, they return to Frank and strike a deal to use his vehicle. This uneasy alliance sets the tone for the moral conflicts that will unfold throughout the film. Brian's survival rules are a central theme. They include avoiding contact with the infected, not sharing food or water, and maintaining strict hygiene. These rules are his way of controlling the chaos around them. However, as they travel with Frank and Jody, the group's resolve is tested. Frank insists on taking Jody to a nearby high school where a serum is rumored to have been developed to combat the virus. This hope for a cure drives them forward, but it also exposes the cracks in their group dynamic. Along the way, the group faces not only the threat of infection, but also the psychological toll of isolation and fear. Tensions rise, and the characters struggle between self-preservation and compassion. When they reach the high school, the group discovers that the rumored serum is ineffective. The last surviving doctor is preparing to euthanize a group of infected children and himself, a grim testament to the hopelessness gripping the world. This moment is pivotal. It shatters the hope that a cure might save them and forces the characters to confront the harsh reality of their situation. Meanwhile, Bobby, Brian's girlfriend, is unknowingly infected. She contracts the virus from Jody during a moment of compassion when she tries to help the girl stop choking. Bobby hides her infection from the others, wiping away blood and concealing symptoms, adding another layer of tension to the story. As the group continues their journey, they encounter various survival challenges. One notable encounter is with a group of armed survivalists occupying a hotel. These survivalists are hostile and force the women, Bobby and Kate, to accompany them. The survivalists discover Bobby's infection, leading to a tense standoff. They order the group away, emphasizing the brutal reality that infected individuals are often cast out or worse. Brian, faced with the threat Bobby poses to their survival, ultimately forces her to leave the group. This decision highlights the painful sacrifices the characters must make and the moral ambiguity of survival in a collapsed society. Fuel becomes a critical issue as the group's vehicle runs low. In a desperate move, Brian kills two women to take their gas. This act marks a turning point, showcasing how far Brian is willing to go to survive. However, Brian is shot in the leg during this encounter, complicating their situation further. Danny tends to his brother's injury, and during this process, he discovers that Brian is infected. This revelation shakes the group's foundation as they grapple with the inevitability of infection and death. Danny attempts to leave Brian behind to protect himself and Kate, but Brian refuses to surrender the vehicle keys. In a tense and emotional exchange, Brian goads Danny into ending his life to spare him from dying alone. This heartbreaking moment underscores the film's exploration of brotherhood, loyalty, and the human cost of survival. Danny and Kate finally arrive at Turtle Beach, the destination that had symbolized hope and safety. However, without Brian, the place feels desolate and hollow. The beach, once a symbol of childhood joy and refuge, now serves as a stark reminder of loss and the changed world they inhabit. Thanks so much for watching this detailed recap. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more in-depth movie recaps and analyses. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Also, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. What did you think of the characters' choices? What would you have done in their place? Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.